As I make my way through every Disney Channel original series, which is a quest I've given myself for really no particular reason, it's finally time I came to Andi Mack. Andi Mack ran from 2017 to 2019. It was actually a really different kind of show than pretty much every other Disney Channel series. It's one of the few single-camera, no-laugh track comedies like Lizzie McGuire or Stuck in the Middle, which I also just made a video about, by the way. Also, fun fact, the person who created Lizzie McGuire also made Andi Mack, so how could it not be a masterpiece? Even more fun fact, it's incredibly difficult to even watch the show because like over half of the entire show has been completely wiped from Disney+. I mean, seriously, season 1 has 2 episodes. Now, the reason for this is because back in 2018, the actor who played Andy's dad was caught in a police sting operation where he thought he was gonna, like, hang out with a very young man, shall we say. So not only was he fired from the show, but the show itself was cut short and Disney canceled it after 3 seasons. And on top of that, every episode where this character shows up at all just doesn't exist anymore. But anyway, I've had a lot of requests over the years to do a video on Andi Mack, so here you go. Okay, so the main character of Andi Mack is Andi Mack. I know, I can hardly believe it myself. Andi is about to turn 13 years old and therefore be a fully formed adult who can make all their own decisions about everything, according to her anyway. Like buying a motor scooter, for example.
I can't believe your mom let you get this. Oh, she has no idea. I traded in my bike.
You really think she'll let you keep this thing? The woman wouldn't let you within 10 feet of a bouncy castle.
All of that changes as of tomorrow. I become a teenager. It means I get to rebel. Okay, I'm just tired of hearing no every time I ask for something. So this time I just didn't ask.
Yeah, I tried that many a time myself when I was your age, Andy, and it did not go well, I'll tell you that. Alex, would you care to explain yourself? No one understands me. It's not just a phase, Mom. So these are Andy's best friends, Buffy and Cyrus. And they've been friends since like the 2nd grade and all through middle school. But then of course you enter high school and one of those friends decides to become super goth and the other one dates a college girl somehow. And suddenly no one wants to come over and watch Toonami after school anymore. Anyway, so they walk all the way to Andy's house, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a motor scooter, but hey, what do I know? And when they get there, they meet another main character of the show, Bex.
Hey, Andy, man. You guys, it's my sister. What are you doing here?
What do you mean? I couldn't miss your birthday, which, don't say it. I know I've missed most of them.
I don't care. You're here now.
Yeah, okay, Andi Mack. What kind of sibling would ever say that? Real siblings hold on to something you did back in like 5th grade, like they're trying to blackmail Jeff Bezos. Hey, sorry I missed all your birthdays. That's okay. I'm just glad you're here now. Yeah, right. It's more like, hey, sorry I missed all your birthdays. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry. I've just been putting strychnine poison in all your food for the last 5 years.
Hi. I don't know if you remember me.
Cyrus. Yeah, of course. Are those your wheels?
Oh, yeah. Totally. Yeah, full throttle, outlaw. Kissing asphalt on my hog.
You're kissing what on your what? But okay, here's the thing. Andi is a big fan of her older sister. You know, she travels around the country on her motorcycle, she wears a leather jacket, and a necklace from Spencer's Gifts. She's so cool. But their mom is not really a huge fan of all this bohemian lifestyle, traveling around stuff that Bex does.
Hi, Mom.
Rebecca, you look well.
I will be staying a while. I'm moving back home. So my plan is to get a job and find a place to live. I'm really ready to get my life together.
Yeah, you know, I used to say that exact same thing at least twice a month between the ages of like 18 to 29. And then finally I was like, hey Mom, guess what? I'm gonna be a YouTuber. Yeah, sure, honey, whatever you say. Your father and I stopped expecting anything from you a long time ago.
Well, I don't want this one to grow up before I do.
Too late for that.
Wow. Great dramatic exit, Mom. You still got it.
Anyway, so later that day, Andy's up in her room doing whatever 12 going on 13-year-old girls do, so like Ouija boards and Necronomicons. And of course, now that Bex is here, she wants to hang out with her super cool little sister.
Hey.
Hi.
You busy?
Are you busy, Bex? You wearing those boots inside of an Asian household? Who are you trying to fool, Disney Channel? Anyway, so they hang out and talk about life and stuff and whatever, and we find out that Andi really likes to do arts and crafts. Like she makes bracelets and whatever the heck this is.
Did you make this too?
Yeah, the scarves you sent me.
Andi.
Look, Mardi Gras, the Texas State Fair, that music festival where people supposedly get naked. They do? Did you?
What? No, come on. You know me better than that.
Mm-hmm. Sure, Bex, whatever you say. But Andy saying this kind of makes Bex realize that, like, yeah, you know, all the traveling around the country, going to music festivals for 4 or 5 days at a time, and then coming back like, well, guys, I think I can smell colors now. She realizes that she and Andy don't really have much of a relationship. Like, Bex doesn't really know much about Andy's life, and of course, Andy knows nothing about Bex. So she decides it's about time to fix that. But that's when the plot starts to get real thick, you know what I'm saying?
Andi never sees what's inside this box.
Just pictures.
They're not just pictures. It's secrets. things she doesn't need to see or know.
Okay, Mom. I won't show her the box.
Oh, secrets and mysteries! And so, when the mom leaves the room, Bex takes the box anyway and goes to show whatever's inside of it to Andi so she can finally learn what kind of person her sister really is.
Okay. This is like my diary. You can't tell anyone anything you see in here, okay?
Oh, come on, Bex, it can't be that bad. Let me see that. Bowser brushed his fingers across Shrek's cheek. Those little green, weird tube ear things twitched in anticipation. Shrek clutched onto Bowser's fingers, large, strong, his breath shallow and weak. You know what I want, he whispered. Bowser grinned. Say it. Shrek leaned in closer, his breath dancing on Bowser's ear.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a...
So inside this box is pictures of all Bex's ex-boyfriends, and they start gossiping about them the way girls do, they talk about their forearms for some reason. And while this is happening, Bex gets a little glimpse into Andi's life.
You know what? I'm already having fun. You made me a bracelet. I like your friends. I like your room. Ooh, this guy looks like fun. Jonah Beck.
You didn't see that.
Oh, no?
And I have homework.
Oh, okay, cool. Andi, calm down.
Yeah, I'm calm.
Yeah, okay, Andi, I see those lip kiss marks all over that screen. Come on, you have any idea how many printed out, wrinkled, smeared pictures of Sailor Jupiter I had under my bed when I was 13? Get out of here, you can't fool me. So, getting a genius idea, Bex decides to set up a surprise date between Andi and Jonah Beck.
Well, what did you do? What's going on?
He's gonna teach you how to play Frisbee. I got you a lesson. That's your present.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Hi, you're Jonah?
Yep.
I'm Bex, and this is your student, Andi.
Dude, I know you. You go to Jefferson, right? Some people never forget a face. I never forget a foot.
Oh, is that so, Jonah? Is there maybe something you want to share with the class? But anyway, so Jonah teaches Andi about how to play Frisbee, and he's like, okay, so first you hold it, and then you throw it. And of course, the whole time, Andi's like, but okay, so this guy teaches you Frisbee, and he's like the cool hot guy or whatever, but I explain the entire Fraggle Rock family tree, and suddenly every girl's not dating anyone this year and just taking time for myself. But all the same, whatever. Everything's going great until Jonah's girlfriend shows up.
You like this. I know you do.
I do. I like you. I like it, Frisbee. Yeah, just delete what I said before. Amber alert, Amber alert. Stop.
You kidnapped a child? Now this, of course, completely ruins Andi's day. She was finally hanging out with Jonah one-on-one playing Frisbee, of all things, and then it turns out he has a girlfriend who's pretty? How is that even fair?
This whole thing, I just made an epic fool of myself.
Not the part that I saw. You were amazing. And Jonah Beck
Has a girlfriend who's in high school.
What? She's like a pretty girl. She's nothing.
Yes, Bex, please, tell us about how being pretty never gets you anywhere in life. No, please, by all means. I would love to hear this.
You were raised to think you have to be perfect, but you don't. If you made a fool of yourself, you know what? That's good. You need moments like these. They're the moments you remember. They're the moments you learn from. They become your funny stories you tell about yourself.
But Andi gets really mad all the same, and Bex feels like all she does is just mess everything up, and everyone's lives would be so much better if she was gone. Or wait, sorry, that sounds really dramatic. I just mean like she starts packing up to leave again, okay? This could have been a very different show. But Andi ends up apologizing for her reaction, and one thing leads to another, and Beck decides it's finally time to share a secret that she's been holding in for years.
Is that you?
And that's you. I'm not your sister. I'm your mother.
This is the first episode of the show. So yeah, that's how the show starts. Andi learns that her sister is her mom, and her mom is her grandma, and pretty much her entire life has been one big lie, which is really gonna help with the rebellious face thing she was talking about earlier.
I got an electric scooter. You like it?
No, I don't.
Well, I wish you didn't feel that way, but I'm keeping it.
Everything works just like it always has. Nothing has changed.
Sure. Nothing's changed, Grandma.
And so then the show goes on for 3 seasons, with the final episode airing in 2019. And over these 3 seasons, so much happens. Andi's long-lost bio-dad comes back, and we find out how, Andi's birth story is just, the tale as old as time, where Bex and Bowie, this guy, they were just so young and unstable, and they just couldn't handle it, man. So Bex gave Andi to her mom, and then Bex felt like a failure in life, so she kind of, ran away to try and find herself, my dude. But now, 15 years later, Bex and Bowie are in better places in life, and they date, and then they get married at the end of season 3. And Andi applies for and gets into this prestigious visual arts high school, which is a thing apparently. Her friend Cyrus comes out as gay over the course of the show, and this was one of the things that made the show like pretty famous at the time.
Of course, is Aunt Ruthie's kugel. That's your classic bagel and lox. That's gefilte fish. Skip that. And I'm gay. Okay, cool.
Because apparently, somehow, there had never been an openly gay character on Disney Channel until this point, which is kind of funny to think about today, since Disney claims that every new movie they make has our first openly gay character, which they've said like 8 times now. But anyway, he has a crush on this guy, and Buffy has a crush on this guy, and turns out these are 2 separate people, by the way. And so after Bex and Bowie's wedding, we get like the final episode of the show, which is kind of just this nice wrapping up of everything where Cyrus and this guy get together, Buffy and this guy get together, Andy gets into her dream school, like I said.
I got in to Sava.
You got into Sava? You got into Sava? What's Sava? A special magnet high school for the visual arts. That's great. Isn't it? It's just...
We've been together since 2nd grade.
And now...
We won't be.
Now, like I said earlier, they've all been best friends since 2nd grade, but with this episode, they start to realize that growing up also means growing apart because their lives start going in different directions, but hey, they'll always have the memories of the good times or something. Something I thought was interesting about this show is like it gets progressively more Disney Channel-ified as it goes on. I mean, like the first season looks and feels a lot like a ABC family drama, you know, like The Fosters or Seventh Heaven or something, which also ended up having a creepy dad actor. Huh, isn't that something? But like the acting feels surprisingly natural and organic at the beginning of the show, but then by season 3 it just feels so Disney Channel. Like here's the beginning of the show.
Fletcher. He's a pirate, so I don't see him very often.
A pirate?
I'm kidding. He's not a pirate. But he does have a boat. Has a pet bird.
So pretty close.
Your sister has a secret baby?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, like I'm not saying they're Oscar worthy or whatever, but it just kind of feels like kids are just talking, you know? And then you get to season 3.
I was going to ask if I could keep it. It's a great bracelet. I've always liked it.
What happened to Kira? I poured water on her and she melted. I actually buy that. I will be the first person ever to literally die of curiosity.
Like, I don't really know how to fully explain it properly, but like, as they got older, it kind of feels like the actors were maybe thinking a little too much about how to act. You know what I mean? It's just like, by the end of the show, it feels so forced. But all the same, that's more or less the story of the Disney Channel original series, Andi Mack. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please watch another one, because that's how the algorithm works. So click on this one that's being recommended to you right now, right here on the screen. It actually helps a lot if you do that, because like that's how YouTube knows that my videos are worth caring about. Also, if you have any movies or TV shows you'd like to recommend, send me an email at alexmeyerscontact@gmail.com, and I'll put them on my absurdly long list of movies that I need to get to at some point. Anyway, hope I made your day a little bit better, and I'll see you all next time.